In a charity shop in New Milton, in the New Forest, I found the old front line. It was published in 1917, and when John Masefield was writing it, the Great War was still ongoing. This means that he and his readers did not know how the war would end, or when it would end. Because of this, the book has a poignancy, a sense of hope that almost verges on the hopeless. Let me read the first paragraph because it was these words that convinced me to buy the book and also came to define the next 3 years of my life. This description of the old front line as it was when the Battle of the Somme began may someday be of use. All wars end, even this war will someday end, and the ruins will be rebuilt, and the field full of death will grow food, and all this frontier of trouble will be forgotten. When the trenches are filled in, and the plough has gone over them, the ground will not long keep the look of war. One summer with its flowers will cover most the ruin that man can make, and then these places from which the driving back of the enemy began will be hard indeed to trace, even with maps. It is said that even now in some places the wire has been removed, the explosive salved, the trenches filled in, and the ground ploughed with tractors. In a few years' time, when this war is a romance in memory, the soldier looking for his battlefield will find his marks gone. Sent away, Peel Trench, Muster Alley, and these other paths to glory will be deep under the corn, and gleaners will sing at Dead Mule Corner. I found this at a time when I was deciding on the topic I would approach for my PhD. I knew I wanted to research something related to the representation of history on screen, but I was not certain the avenue I would go down. Perhaps look at classical representations such as of ancient Rome in Gladiator or Quo Vadis, or choose something more firmly related to a specific historical event and its depiction. All a bit vague. Having brought this book home, I quite soon made my decision. I wanted to look at battlefields, and honed in on the representation of the Western Front. The time I was doing my PhD also aligned with the centenary commemorations of the Great War, which added a certain sense of poignancy to it all. That's what I mean when I say this book came to define 3 years of my life.